price points and categories. And then when you see something you like, you fancy it, and that goes into your profile. And the idea is, it's sort of like everyone's the coolest shop in the world that's tailored to your interests. And I'll just highlight real quick. There's this main feed that the more time you spend on it, it becomes more and more personalized towards you. And then there's this swipe left and swipe right when you see things that you like. And again, there's an algorithm behind it that is a personalization algorithm. The more time you spend on it, it gets closer and closer to create shop.
Ah ouais, ça c'est un mec à moi j'arrive pas à la voir déjà pour commencer.
This activity feed where you're seeing what your friends are interested in and potentially buying. My profile. And it's really fitting that we do these talks at the App Store because the whole idea of the convention was we wanted to make the coolest shop in the world, and the App Store was the coolest. So we got a lot of inspiration in this specific store. I think about when I was in Paris, seeing the store. I don't even know that they do events here. The idea is that you have interesting designers and merchants who are putting their stuff on. Really interesting curators and editors like Prince and people at Galore sort of organizing the information in a really interesting way. And then you have really fantastic.
Beautiful. Especially because of people. Like, I mean, you guys are just so awesome. And every time that I come out here, there's so much support and so much love. So you guys are the bomb. But what do I do? What have I been working on? I have a Disney channel. Obviously, that's my beginning or my roots. But I still have a Disney Channel show, and I also co-producer, which is pretty cool. As I grew older, I felt like it was really important to be in charge of your career. And I think the most important thing is that I'm one of those people that I have people around me that actually listens to me and supports me and wants me to do the right things. And I think that that's really cool. Is they never have to force me to do anything. I'm never told what to do. But we're like the dream team, you know, like collaboration. We work together, and I know that people listen to me and understand me. So I think that that's really, really important. When it comes to like things that I do and why I think a lot of people relate to me and a lot of people, you know, understand me is because I keep it real and you know what I'm saying? You know that anything that you get from Zendaya is definitely very, very genuine. You know what I mean? It's not like what would you call it? Like a persona or fakeness. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to keep it very real. I want everyone to feel like they know my friends. Because I want to watch a lot of people birthdays and like through social media and stuff like that. You feel like you're close to me, you know what I mean? Like you feel like I'm your friend, and that's what I want. I want you guys to feel like, you know, you already know me, and that's what's really, really cool. And I kind of feel like I stalk people on Twitter all the time, so I feel like I already know what you guys do. But yeah, no, I think this is really, really cool. And when I was kind of playing with the app and getting on it, it's like you just keep scrolling, keep scrolling. I'm a scroller. I love to scroll. It's kind of 90% of the reason why I did not sleep last night is because I scroll. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I do. And work on music and everything like that. But
this is amazing. We saw that you guys were
thank you. It's cool. Thank you. It was really cool, you know, honestly, the fact that Barbie reached out and they, you know, it's something I asked her, like, hey Barbie, you have to do this thing. They actually took it upon themselves to make it, you know, that where Barbie is headed and what they were doing, which is, you know, diversifying, become and understanding there's more than one type of beauty out there in the world. And I really wanted to be a part of that because I have little nieces and little nephews and, you know, and I want them to have toys that they can relate to to, and they can understand and that they can see themselves in that. I did. You know what I mean? So I thought it was really a big step in the right direction. So just a few things.
Elle est belle là. Ouais, mais en fait, en 3D, c'est mieux qu'en 3D. Elle qui est comme moi, mais c'est même moi. Moi, je vois, mais j'avais
Exactly. I mean, we've been using Jennifer's jewelry for Galore, which a lot of you girls know that Zendaya is on the cover of right now. Galore is for the young female that is creative, that isn't afraid to express sexuality and to kind of be this bombshell and really feel that Zendaya really kind of owns up to what girl power is in the modern day. That's really put her on this cover particularly. It's like our generation bombshell issue. And we use Jennifer's jewelry and a lot of the editorial stuff in there. Yeah, the first issue, and then she's like layered jewels on Zendaya for this, and then just kind of getting back into the idea of the fancy. I met Joe, like, I don't know. Day two of the fancy, and I think probably day one of us trying to start Galore and like getting all this stuff kind of like off the ground. So he's been a real supporter since day one.
What always interests us, you guys are well reviewed. I think about the new fashion magazine. There's and a lot of these same elements go into our work at Fancy, which is they have these really strong visuals, but then it has Galore has a really unique voice, which I think starts to come through with some of these amazing people that you've been working with. So it's like a really unique voice, really strong images, and then it's very modern. Like aside from the format of the magazine, but when I go to Galore's website, it's extremely cutting edge. I think about I saw that you guys put on our buy buttons on your website, so when you're looking at editorial, you can buy stuff.
Totally, yeah.
So I think that's sort of like the alignment of the group that we have today.
Tu la vois bien?
Oh yeah, you need to do that.
I need to do that.
It definitely works. And girls, I'm sure they'll bounce in from there, but
All the questions.
Moi, je...
Test, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Why? Do you hear me? Yeah. Hi. Why do you like this house? Why do you like that? I like that. Yeah.
Well, I think it's the same thing. The same vein of like social media.
Fancy.
And the food boxes too. They have this amazing thing. Have you guys heard about this? You can order. You can get sign up and get a curated box every month. I get it. I get so excited when it comes when it gets delivered, and you open it up and it's like it's always my favorite new snack or my favorite new condiment or something that I've never heard of before. So I don't know. I think the show is genius. I think the way that he's doing it is the right way. It's just opening up doors for so many different brands.
I don't know to answer the question since I work on that. But for me as a consumer, the reason why I really love it is because I really think if you look at the selection, and it's not just Jennifer, but all kinds of products across all the home category. We're talking about those weird stuff for the kitchen stuff. So it's a really unique selection. It's really the coolest stuff from the best product designers across categories, across price points all around the world. And it's being organized and sorted from really incredible people who are using it, and as they fancy it, personalized stuff. So it's like for me as a consumer, it's the combination of selection and the curation and the ability to buy stuff. I also work on the app, but I think for us, their community contribution
things that you like. You know what I mean?
Rotating,
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's something that like kind of understands what you like and like maps it out for you, kind of like the app, you know.
We had been talking about doing like a conveyor belt.
Wait, what's that? The movie. I'm forgetting the movie, but you know the closet. She has the closet and she picks out her outfit. Clueless, right? That's what it would be.
So I love that movie. We were talking about doing like a conveyor belt system in other people's stores, but we get so wrapped up in trying to fix the app and fix all the bugs in the app that somehow
It might be another task.
yeah. Thank you. Anybody else?
Hello, Zendaya.
Hi.
First, I love you so much. I have a question. I would like to know why did you choose to be a podcaster?
If you have any advice for all these young people who are dreaming on trying to do something similar in their own field, how did you do that?
I mean, I have so much advice. I actually had been sick. I had gone through chemotherapy when I was 30 years old, and I was told I would never have a child. And after years of trying to have a child via surrogacy, it didn't work. I ended up finally getting pregnant on my own after going through that. And when I had my son, I couldn't find any piece of jewelry out there to wear to represent him that no one else had, and really represented my personal style. So I went out and made my own. I started my company in my bedroom. I started a website selling jewelry direct to consumer almost 10 years ago when no one was really doing that. And I got very lucky, and there's a million other women out there that felt the same way, that wanted something that wasn't cookie cutter, that not everybody else had. And so I started it and started selling it, and I was very lucky. I made a necklace for Uma Thurman with her kids' names on it, and she wore it on the cover of Glamour magazine, and that helped launch my career.
And I've definitely working with him has brought my fashion guard down. Like I was so worried about what people thought about what I was wearing and what I was gonna this and but what if they don't like the two metallics and the this and the that? But with working with Law, like he's like, why do you care? I'm not like, and then now I'm like, why do I care? I don't. You know what I mean? So we're now at this point where we can just have the freedom to do whatever we want, and that's such a good feeling when you're dressing or when you're doing anything for yourself and for the satisfaction of yourself. Because I think a lot of people, we look for like confirmation for ourselves in other people and validation, you know what I'm saying? And we need to find it in ourselves, and that's the only person that you really need to be worried about, So I think that, as I found that, I've been able to experiment with fashion, and I've definitely been able to grow and find myself. I think fashion is such a wonderful way to find out who you are. It's such a wonderful way to experiment, and so we both feel that way. We find a lot of inspiration from people walking down the street, from the past. Like there's so many great older looks that have been in the past however many generations that I think we feed a lot from, There's a lot of looks that we've either recreated or done our own spin on, and like Galore magazine we gave Cindy Crawford, so I think, we're a great partnership, and of course, I love fashion, but I love, more than I love fashion, I love helping other people find their confidence with whatever I do, you know what I mean? Because stepping out in this wig and this outfit, for some people, could be, really motivational and inspiring. I know it sounds crazy, but some people are like, dang.
Oh, I think we need a hug. Come up here.
Say that you're amazing and you inspire me and every people out here, and keep going, and you guys do
Thank you so much. Will you give her a Galore?
No, she's a magazine. People get her magazine.
Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.